Got a battle between some NL East foes. No one out in the top of the 8th. Runner on first.
About an insurance run here if you really did want to sacrifice and to give somebody else a chance to drive.
It's the catcher Fortes. Xavier squares a bunt, but pulls back.
Ferrera's going to be tough.
It's
to
1-1.
Yeah, the left side as hard as he throws.
Marlins lead 8-7.
Baseball. I get a hard bunt.
This game's in Nationals
well
Park.
Over at first. They can force out at second.
Xavier shows bunt but pulls it back. It's 2-1.
With his control issues, he might just walk you.
Jose Ferrer misses with an inside sinker.
This might be a good time to swing away right here. If we get a pitch down the middle, I would swing away.
2-1. Xavier shows bunt and pulls back again, and sinker misses inside again. 3 balls and a strike on Xavier.
Honestly, I would hedge my bets that if you show bunt 2 more times like that, it's throwing him off on the mound. He's not going to. If you give him 2 more chances, he'll throw at least 1 ball.
3-1. Xavier shoots one the other way in the right field, base hit.
For a base hit for Edwards.
And Fortes stops at second. It's a single for Xavier, and the Marlins have 2 runners on, no one out in the 8th.
Opposite field single, first 2 men on board for Miami.
Well, Ferrer, 3-1 count, thinking, okay, he's probably going to take one. He's just going to shorten up on that fastball. It was 98 still. Nice job by Edwards going the other way.
Now here's Agustin Ramirez. He has 2 homers on the night.
No, sir.
He fakes a bunt, but pulls it back and takes a sinker right down the pipe for strike 1.
I'm shocked that he showed that bunt. I know you want to try to get some of those runs back that you gave up in the bottom of the 7th.
I said that in a very half-hearted manner, suspecting that he would never in a million years show a bunt.
0-1 offering. Ramirez goes one up the middle, base hit.
Center field for a base hit.
And the bases are going to be loaded with no one out in the top of the 8th.
And now the bases are loaded with nobody out for Otto Lopez, and Fortes had to hold up for a second on that line drive.
Wait, watch there. You see the second baseman Garcia where he's playing. Edwards read it perfectly, got to second in a hurry, and Fortes just did not read the ball very well. Got over Garcia. You're better safe than sorry. Nobody out. Probably weren't going to be sent anyway.
Here's Otto.
Infield halfway.
First pitch. Joss misses inside, ball 1.
He has such command issues. It's hard for Corey Blazer, the home plate umpire, to dot it up and to line things up there behind the plate. I mean, that was
Bases loaded.
That last pitch.
1-0 pitch. Otto takes that one in the zone. Strike 1.
Elevated changeup.
Marlins have a chance to break it open here. 1-1 delivery from Ferrer. And it's misses down inside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Otto.
The Nationals needed a 0 to be thrown up. They can't get anybody out of that bullpen to get outs, and the Marlins have done a really nice job. They have a chance to get some of those runs back here.
A microcosm here of the National season out of their bullpen.
2-1. Otto shoots 1 foul, and the count's tied at 2.
Mile-an-hour sinker.
Well, it's just right down the middle. I mean, you really have no idea, or he has no idea where it's going. You're just rearing back and throwing as hard as you can, and you're just throwing it right down the middle of the plate.
Payoff. Ground ball up the middle. This is going to be a throw home. They'll get the force out at home. Bases still loaded, 1 out.
A little surprised you didn't slide at the plate. It's the 3rd time tonight.
Fortes
Marlin has not slid at home plate.
Gets out on the force at home.
Well, you watch, it's a really good play by Garcia, the second baseman. This is a tough play. I don't know how you don't score.
It was a tapper up the middle. Somehow got by Ferrer. And it bounced right to Garcia, and he just
bases are loaded.
Went home. K-Bird steps on the bag and just tags him for good measure. First pitch is in there for strike 1 on Eric Wagaman.
Or I think you just have that. I don't know what kind of secondary lead that Fortes. Now Fortes is not a burner. That was a really good play by the second.
Xavier at third, Agustin Ramirez at second, Otto at first.
Going home.
That one
Oh my
missed.
The rain delay.
He called that a ball.
Oh, that was in the zone. Ugh.
What on earth?
1-1 offering, bases loaded. 1 out. 4 still available at
Where's the
home.
runners?
Pitch. Inside, ball 2.
Total change in this at bat. You don't get that 0-1 call. Now it's 2-1 instead of 1-2. Wagaman's
2-1.
been great in the 7th inning.
Wagaman fouls that one off, and the
He's
count's
up
tied at
100.
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And
Another
Bill
thing here, if
Marlins
Wagaman strikes out, the sac fly is
find a
gone.
way to score here in the 8th inning.
Jose Ferrera's doing a pretty good job right now. Just needs 2 more outs, and there's one staring him in the face right here.
Just got 5 in the
Just
bottom of the
needs
7th.
one
They're
good
within a
pitch.
run.
Payoff. Shot into right field. Base hit. That'll score maybe 2. Xavier scores. Ramirez is going to follow him in. And the Marlins score 2 thanks to an RBI single from Eric Wagaman that scores 2 runs. It's 10-7 Marlins with 1 out in the top of the 8th.
That's a great at-bat right there, and that's what happens when you shorten up your swing. Watch you shorten up your swing, and you go the other way. You let the ball travel. You had that big hole. Look at that big hole. You had the first baseman. Low was off. That's an outstanding at-bat by Wagaman, and they get 2 back. Exactly what they needed.
And some terrific veteran base running.
So runners at the corners, 1 out.
First and third on the
Here's
play.
Connor Norby. He does not have a hit
I'm
tonight.
a little surprised. Down 3, the Nationals are going to play their infield back.
First pitch is missed high. 1-0.
So if he hits anything softly up the middle, they're not going to turn 2. You're giving the Marlins a free run.
They're playing really deep. You would think that maybe they would bring it in a little bit.
That's very surprising.
1-0 offering. Misses outside again. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Norby.
Dave Myers is on deck. Ferrer's body language not very good here.
Hitters count here. Swing and a miss. Sinker by him at 99.
Please, after the 1-0 offering, missed the Norby. So now we have a combined 17 runs on 27 hits in a ball game that started at 6:46 Eastern time.
Fouled off.
It was 5 hours ago now. That.
How about it?
How about it? And Nelly is
And
still
the payoff.
scheduled to sixth.
Outside, missed, and the count is
After
full.
my post.
Nationals got anybody up in their
That'll be
pen.
taking place upstairs here, right?
Absolutely.
Dave Myers on deck. He might have the bases loaded. Full count delivery. Norby shoots one. Right to Tenna. This could be 2. Throw to second for 1. First. Off the glove of Lowe. Otto scored.
First base.
11-7 Marlins.
The low throw will lead to another run, and the Marlins, as soon as they give up 5, have gotten 3 back.
Well, Tana goes to his left, or his right, did a nice job. Throw was a little wild.
No,
I don't know. Yeah, I think that I was looking at it again, and I think that
Let's see. Tenna got it. Threw it to second. Garcia threw it to first, and Lowe could have grabbed it, but
Lowe was on the outfield
just
side of
missed
that
it.
bag.
As Dave Myers really gets hit by the first pitch.
Probably really affected.
1-0.
I mean, look where he is when he's straddling this bag. He's
Oh,
at the
man.
top.
Yeah,
If
he
he's
just
down the
misjudged
bottom,
it.
He catches that
Gotta catch
easily.
that one, man.
Should go down
That's
as
a
an
play he
RBI
should have
for
made.
Norby.
Yes.
Check over on the runner at first. Norby was safe.
And just confirming it at will. Fielder's
1-0.
choice, RBI.
In there, strike 1. Sinker looked a little inside, but got the generous call from the home plate umpire. It's 1-1.
But when looking at the replay, the official score should have the discretion to say, hey, that ball needed to be caught. So why isn't it a fielder's choice, RBI,
1-1.
put out?
Dave Myers soft ground ball, but it's going to be foul.
To allow the run to score. Well, then you can't have the E3, I guess.
No, the run was going to
That's
score
right.
anyway. Yes.
Talking myself through this, Nelly. Hang with me. Roby would have advanced, then maybe you do.
Payoff. Ground ball. This is in play. Tennis got to charge it. Throw to first, and Dave Myers beats it out.
Nasty gets up the line. He's safe. He was sniffing a hit.
He was flying down that line. He wanted that one. And Tana, probably the only chance he might have gotten Myers at first is if you barehand his play, but it's really tough. Did a nice job of charging that ball, throwing it across the diamond. That's the best he could do to try to get Myers.
Oh, he lost his wall. He tossed his lid off.
Flips the helmet off. Still made it.
I saw him during the rain delay. I should have asked him who he was bowing
Here's Kyle
to earlier in the
Stowers.
game.
But before Kyle Stowers comes to start his at bat, we got a mound
Here
visit.
comes Kyle Stowers. I'll tell you what, a little frustrating. Must this season be for Dave Martinez? Every time he goes to the bullpen, knowing I'm probably going to go up a run or two.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're going to get. You know, you look at Ferreira there. All you've seen is fastballs in there. He's got a couple of ground balls.
There we go.
But at the
Kyle
same
Finnegan's
time,
warming up in the Nationals
hard
pen.
hit balls, everything right down the middle of the plate.
That's not Kyle Finnegan.
Now Brisky, the right-hander, now loosening. Maybe a little too late. Martinez was obviously hoping
Yeah,
that
Zach
his
Brisky.
flame-throwing left-hander could come in here, piece together
First
a
pitch to
shutout.
Stowers is a strike at the knees.
Far from that. 3 runs, 3 hits.
Stowers is a multi-hit game
Blackman
guard.
and Norby. The Marlins have gotten 3 back, and their lead is back to 4. The hit by Myers was the 30th in this ball game. Second time tonight, the Marlins have scored 3 or
0-1.
more runs in it.
Stowers hits one right to Luis
And
Garcia.
Stowers bounces
Flip
it
to
Garcia.
first, and that'll
There you
do
go.
it.
The Marlins
But
get
the
3
Marlins
back.
put
We're
up
in the middle of
3 in the 8th, and they
They're
take
scoring
an
by the
11-7 lead. We'll be right back from DC for the bottom of the 8th. First pitch misses in to C.J.
Steve
Abrams.
is wearing thin on Abe. Me too. There's Anthony Veneziano.
Anthony Veneziano is the new pitcher for
Marlins just got
Miami.
3 back in the top of the 8th.
And he pitches a fastball
Top of the order,
inside
he
in the
went
zone.
for
Time to count up.
What is everybody barking about?
CJ hits one in the right field. Base hit. Leadoff single for CJ Abrams. And here come the Nationals. Watch out for a potential steal here if you're in Miami.
No, breaking ball wasn't hit very hard. It was off the end of the bat. You see how much Abrams got on that baseball. Just serves it in the right field.
Fasten your
Alien
seatbelts.
gets on deck. Now here's James. In there for strike 1. Fastball.
He sneaks a fastball by James Wood.
James is 2 for 4. He hit a 2-run bomb. A double. Scored 2 runs. He has 4 RBIs, and he went around on a check swing and is quickly down 0-2 in the count. Payoff. Fouled back.
Well, Veneziano just got away with one right there. That was a hanging slider. And he wanted down and away.
Oh, 2. Fouled off again. Stays alive. That's a slider outside, and then James notches a run back in the count. It's 1-2, and it is officially midnight
Saturday night in Miami,
in
Marlins
Washington,
baseball
D.C.
on FanDuel Sports Network.
1-2 is down.
Just when you think
And the count is tied up, 2 balls and 2 strikes on James.
Were you still available for a drink after this one? I know you and I discussed maybe getting together.
I think DC bars stay open a little longer.
Yeah.
2-2 all 3 for Veneziano.
Maybe about 2 a.m.
Oh, he steps
Gotta
off.
be a noise ordinance here at the Naval Yard, isn't there?
It's DC.
There's politicians in town. Friday comes and goes. 5 o'clock rolls around, Nelly. It gets a little wild. For a long, exhausting week.
That's a ground ball, but it's going to be out of play.
This game just feels far from over.
2-2. Ground ball. Past the 2 infielders on the left side for a base hit. CJ will run all the way to
This
third.
one just won't end. Can't kill him.
And it's a single for James Wood.
Now 2 lefties.
And there's runners at the corners with no one out for Washington. And here they come. They're challenging right back.
Fastball up. And he goes the other way. He's got really good power the other way. He lets the ball travel.
Gets by Norby and
Playing hit
looked like
the ball,
Otto.
and it still got past.
Yeah.
Norby
Oh, fuck
and
you,
Lopez.
Internet.
Here's Lowe.
First pitch to Lowe is fouled off.
Nathaniel's 1 for 3 tonight.
0-1.
No
Nathaniel
wonder.
Lowe's got an RBI single and a walk. Fuck you, man. God damn it. Stupid ass shit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's a slider in.
Nick. Oh no. Oh, not after midnight.
Slider in the dirt, 1-1, and may have got Fortes in an
It
area.
was all cup, no glove. Now he still blocked it.
Oh no, yeah.
Here we go. We'll get a good look here.
Oh,
Mercy.
yep. Right in the balls,
Right
yep.
tear to your eye.
Yeah.
Or 2.
And after midnight too, hits different.
Find a new octave you didn't know you had. Oh, poor fella.
Voice gets a little high.
Yeah, I'm saying. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, he's teary-eyed. That one hurt. 1-1 to Lowe. Missed outside. He did check his swing, but he didn't go. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Nathaniel Lowe.
Diamondbacks are in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers are in the top of the 7th. They're gaining ground.
Ground ball, but it's fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff. Ground ball up the middle, pass Veneziano. Otto's got it, fires to first. That's their only play, and there's 1 out. And CJ scores. It's an RBI ground out for Nathaniel Lowe. It's 11-8.
That was a tricky play. Well, it looked like Lopez wanted to go to second, but because of the way
Anthony
they
Bender is
played,
warming up in the Marlins pen.
it really wasn't a move. Oh. I don't know how he made an accurate
either.
spin it around like he did.
Swing and a miss.
It's Garcia.
Inside slider gets Garcia to cut and miss. Strike 1. Only 1 base runner on now for Washington. It's James at second. Garcia's hitless tonight. And he takes an inside and down sweeper to tie the count of good eye. This one's shot in the right field, base hit. Stowers picks it up, he'll throw it, and James will stop at third. It's a single for Luis Garcia Jr., and what do you know? The Nationals at the game-tying run at the plate.
Yeah, Wood didn't know if Edwards was going to come up with this ball, and probably would have scored on that if not. It's a heads-up base running play. Watch Edwards, watch Wood. He had to go back to second, just thinking maybe Edwards might have had a shot at that.
Here is Josh Bell. He's hitting 050 against lefties this season. He's 2 for 40 at the plate.
And now the designated hitter, Josh Bell, to the plate. He's 1 for 3.
Wood is at third.
A walk, a single, and a run. He's got runners at the corners, one out.
Tying run at the plate.
And with one swing of the bat, he can tie it. He has the power. He went for it.
On that sinker.
But he missed it. Strike one.
Off that ball so much. I don't even think he saw it on the outside corner.
Gaping hole on the right side of the infield. They play him back into
1-1 pitch.
2-1.
Almost hit him. It was a slider that ran way inside. 2-1. Veneziano working here. 2-1. Bell hits one up the middle. It's going to be right to Otto. This could be 2. Second for 1. First! Josh Bell beat it out. And James scores. It's 11-9.
Third.
Looks like that will be an RBI fielder's choice for Josh Bell. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th.
Well, it's because it was hit to the right and not very hard. Lopez couldn't get a good throw on it. And Bell doesn't run
Bell beat it out by a
but he's able
step.
to beat that out.
Mound visit.
For Bell, that's his 25th run down at the end of the season. Anthony Veneziano's night is done.
And Veneziano's done. Anthony Bender will come in when we come back with 2 outs and Josh Bell at first. Nationals will have the game-time run at the plate.
Looks like they'll need a 4-out save from him tonight. Anthony
Welcome
Bender
back.
on relief of Veneziano.
Anthony Bender in the game. First batter he'll face with 2 outs to run at first is Alex Call. First pitch is in there. Strike 1 on the breaking ball.
Twice. A couple of homers and 6 RBIs make it 17, I should
Alex
say.
Call's 1 for 3. He's got to face Anthony Bender, who's been pretty good. 27 games, 1-4 record, ERA under 2. And misses with a sinker that ran outside.
It's the
Count
7th
tied.
Marlin pitcher.
With a bullpen game tomorrow.
Yes. Not exactly what you wanted.
No, sir.
1-1 delivery. Call pops it up. It'll be Xavier in shallow center. No, he's called off. Dane Myers makes the catch to end the inning. Nationals get 2. It's 11-9, heading to the 9th inning. And an offensive shootout. Top of the 9th here in Washington, D.C. Marlins 11, Nationals 9. There's going to be a new pitcher for Washington.
So I suppose maybe that was just a very brief assignment and cameo for Bender.
We'll see who it is with the Marlins. Looks like Calvin warming up in the pen, and it's Kyle Finnegan coming out for the Nationals, the closer. 24 games he's appeared in, 0-1 record, 2.25 ERA, 21 strikeouts to 8 walks, 18 saves this year, and an opponent batting average of 247. Here's Javier up to the plate from Miami.
Javier.
He's pinch hitting, and he takes one in there for strike 1.
It's 137 at-bats this season.
Good fastball split. That's a breaking ball. Dave Martinez needed outs out of that bullpen. This isn't a save situation, but
that one's caught by Nathaniel Lowe.
Martinez needed
and
someone out of that
Javier lines out to Lowe for the first out of the 9th inning.
1 inning, 3 runs all earned for Ferrer.
Here's Fortes, Nick Fortes, the catcher.
Here is Just
1 for
Nick
2.
Fortes, who's been beat up behind
Sack
the
fly,
plate tonight.
single,
The game that
2
he started
RBIs.
catching.
Also drew a walk in the 8th inning.
My goodness. Coming up on 6 hours ago.
Popped up.
RBIs in this ball game. A sacrifice.
He goes out of play, 0-1.
RBI single. He's also walked. Make sure you hang around for the Baptist Health postgame show, by the way.
0-1. Slider that runs outside. Fortes doesn't chase. Count tied.
This is Marlins way after dark. Like way after dark.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
I guess they'll probably be happy they got it in.
Went really hard after that one and came up empty. Fastball inside.
Would have picked it up tomorrow because
1-2 now.
Maybe Sunday, but your getaway day, the weather's not looking great right now.
Payoff from
Not
Finnegan.
Sunday either.
Spiked.
They don't come back
2
here
and 2.
until September.
Two offering.
Finnegan's 2-2.
That is fouled out of play in the seats. And Fortes stays alive. Two again. Fouled back.
Fortes has still played so sparingly this season that he's actually got his average with another hit tonight up about 10 points, up to 221. Puts a couple more good weeks together. It's going to look real nice. It's caught very
2-2.
well this year.
That one's hit in the third. Fair ball. Tena has to throw big time. And that's an out. 2 outs.
Tena's got a good arm over there at third. Comes from deep third base.
That ball game in Arizona just wrapped up, by the way. Diamondbacks beat the Padres 5-1. Dodgers trail the Giants 6-2 in the top of the 8th.
Here's Xavier, the leadoff
Any
hitter.
reason that game
And he goes after the first pitch. It's dropping fast. It's going to be a
can't get it.
base hit.
Around first.
James
It's not
couldn't
there.
get it. It'll be a 2-out single for Xavier.
It's the third hit of the night for Xavier Edwards.
Well, first pitch swing gets a fastball, 96 on the outer half. Serves it out to left field. Woods almost came up with it.
Thought that maybe was a play he could have got.
Here's
to
Augustine
second.
Ramirez.
I would agree with you.
First pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1.
So Edwards on base for the 4th time tonight. Let's see here. Marlins are 5 for 13 with runners in scoring position. So too are the Nationals. Marlins have left 8 on base today. Nationals
1-0.
have left 9 runners.
That's in there. Xavier tries to steal second, and he does.
Time. Nats may want to take a look at this. This is the second attempted stolen base for X since he came off the injured list. And he's either 1 for 2 in opportunities or he's 0 for 2. And the Nationals want to take a look. Question is, potentially, did he come off the bag? We'll see. You be the
See the
judge now.
throw.
Your
Xavier
first look at
sliding
this.
in, feet first.
Catch.
And
The throw was right in on that knee. I think they may have got him.
Oh, you know what? That left leg came, his right leg came off the bag. His left leg was not on it. This will be clear and convincing, and he's going to be out. Freddie, there you go. He's out. And
his
that'll
left
do it for the
leg,
Marlins
his
here in
left
the top
foot
of the
is
ninth
on
inning.
Luis Garcia's shin.
Caught stealing. It's
His
gonna go
right
2-4
foot
when
came
this is
off.
all said and done. Actually, a very
So Xavier is most
play
likely
by
out.
Garcia to lift that leg right off the bag. It's very smart veteran baseball.
Oh, the bag
There you
gets
go.
taken
Watch
out of
this.
Augustine
Tag is
Ramirez's
applied.
hands.
Pull that leg on up. He is not in contact with the bag. Yeah. was trying to atone for maybe a play he should have been at second after the single?
Possibly. I mean, that's the second time, though, today. You look at the bloop that was down the line. He definitely should have been on second there. That one that gets away from Wood really didn't break out of the box as quickly as he probably should. Should have been on second. And you don't see him, the last couple of stolen base attempts, he's sliding in feet first. There's some other times during the year, those 11 stolen bases, I bet you a majority of those, he was sliding in head first. And he jammed that hand, and one of the reasons why I think he overturned the runners out.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go, Kyle, you're right.
K-Bird catches Xavier stealing. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 11-9. Can the Nationals come back and force extras? Or do the Marlins have this on lock? We'll see. Bottom of the ninth. Marlins 11, Nationals 9. New pitcher for Miami. It is Calvin Fauché. Looking for the save.
It's been a long night, so thank you. It's much appreciated.
And he's got 5 saves on the year in 26 games. 2-2 record, ERA at 4.18, 22 strikeouts to 11 walks. Opponent batting average, 244.
Yeah, let's hope for number 6. His 5th save against the
And he's got a 2-run cushion here. Trying to close out Washington. First batter that he will face is Jose Tena.
Lead things off for Washington here in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is a swing and a miss.
And he comes up empty.
On an outside heater.
6-mile-an-hour heater from Fauché.
0-1. Tena shoots it foul, trying to go the other way. He's quickly down 0-2.
The air at 12:30 tomorrow morning. Or no, that would be afternoon actually.
And the payoff from Calvin
Tena 1 for 4 tonight.
is outside.
And he watches that for a ball.
And Tena notches back in the count. It's the bottom of Washington's order against Calvin.
12:30 tomorrow and 1 o'clock on Sunday. Then we're going home.
That's a curveball spiked, and the count is tied at 2.
3 city road trips for the Marlins this season. Now they do start the season at home. They come out of the All-Star break at home, and they end the year at home.
Fouled off again. Tena's going to choose the battle here. Clayton McCullough watches on.
Clayton McCullough is either going to have a very restless night of sleep or a
2-2. Fouled off again. Third base side.
There's no in between here tonight.
Tena's doing a really good job. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat. He's protecting with 2 strikes efficiently.
Fauché with a 2-2.
Not that time.
Hung on to by Fortes. 1 away to start.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. And that'll be the first strikeout for Calvin and the first out in the bottom of the ninth.
Pitch in this at bat. Fastball upstairs. Nice job by Fortes hanging on to that one.
Big first out. Big first out. Bottom of the order due up. Here is Ruiz.
Here's K-Bird to the plate. He's catching. Oh.
Multiple hits tonight. The snap out
And
of that.
pitch com. Pitch com issue.
Looking for their delay on the Nelly festivities.
One thing, if you're Fauché here, you would love to get these next 2 guys to stay away from the top of the lineup. You definitely don't want to see Wood come up.
Ruiz tonight 2 for 4, first multi-hit game since May 31st. It is June 14th. He had, as they would say, been in one.
First pitch. Up and out. Ball 1.
1 for 23 coming into this ball game tonight.
That one is fouled off first base side, and the count's tied at 1. K-Bird's got a multi-hit game going. does not hit well in the last 3 innings or later. 7th inning or later this season, K-Bird's got a 200 batting average, 3 doubles, 6 RBIs, 4 runs scored, and 5 strikeouts. Here's the 1-1 offering from Calvin. K-Bird hits a high fly ball, and it's in the corner and right. It's going to go foul.
Freebie? Oh, yeah.
1-2.
Woohoo!
One, two. Check swing. Just laid off on that outside curveball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on K-Bird. Fouled off. K-Bird, just like Tanya, will choose the battle. Two. That's a fastball down. The count is full. A walk brings the game-tying run to the plate.
Count is full. Nationals.
Full count delivery. Ground ball past the diving Xavier Edwards in the right field. Base hit for K-Bird. It's a single, and the Nationals have the game-tying run at the plate.
Oh, just out of the reach.
Oh, just by him. Just by Xavier.
It's an awkward dive there.
Just got under the glove.
Head first dive, just gets
Now
under his
K-Bird
glove.
at first. Robert Hassel, 2 for 4, batting ninth.
Here is Hassel.
The rookie, what can he do? He can get ahead in the count. 1-0. Fouled straight back on the high heat. 1-1. One offering. Ground ball. Oh, it's right to Otto. Jump throw to Xavier to get the out at second. That's all they'll get.
There's 2 out.
And the Nationals are down to their final out. But it's the alien CJ, the leadoff hitter.
Watch this throw. Watch Lopez here.
That'll be the last hope for the Nationals.
Their only shot is a 1 hop. And got enough on it.
With Hassel at
Louise
first.
At second.
It's a beautiful bounce pass.
Yeah, that's a great play right there.
Here we go, first pitch. CJ shoots it the other way, but it's foul. 0-1. Whew, Otto got up high for that jump throw.
You also had to wait for Edwards.
It was bounced to
because
Xavier,
Edwards was playing
and he
in
was
the hole. You had to wait for him.
not at
to
the bag yet, as CJ takes a cutter up high, and the count is tied at 1.
Well, that was heads-up baseball. I mean, yeah, that's
Great play.
To have the presence of mind to do that while all that's going on is pretty impressive. Lopez right at home.
1-1 delivery. CJ fouls it straight back, and the Nationals are down to their final strike.
Now the Nationals are down to their final strike tonight.
Hassel keeps trying to steal second, but it keeps fouling off
For 5 in this one.
every time at the plate. And here we go.
4 for 12
This
showing in New York
is
for the
for the win.
O'Shea trying to put him away.
Calvin fires. CJ hits a high tapper. Right back to Calvin. Fire to first, and that's your ball game. The Marlins get it done past midnight in D.C.
6 hours ago. The Marlins have
in a
won
very high-scoring affair. 11-9, Miami wins. See y'all later. I'll be out. Peace.
Yes, big win.